Again, family, my name is Clyde Everboo Bullock, a.k.a. Flamboyant, Awesome, Magnificent, OG, Only God, Original Gangster. Forgive me for my teeth. I got to be going to the dentist. I call myself shaving, and I accidentally messed my mustache up. So I said, sure, I better go shave the whole thing off. And then after I did, I said, I kind of like this. I ain't had a bald face since I was a teenager. So anyway, don't let my physical attraction push you away. I got a lot to do. I've been pre-diagnosed with diabetes rather, which runs in my family. But enough of me. Let's talk about why I'm here. Why I told you my name is Clyde Everboo Bullock, a.k.a. Flamboyant, Awesome, Magnificent, OG, Only God, Original Gangster. So let me start off with this. I was born and raised in the River City, Richmond, Virginia. Raised in Black Mecca, Atlanta, Georgia. The two civil rights cities of the South, where gangsterism isn't absent. Meaning, if you go to the River City or Black Mecca, you got to come correct or you're going to get dealt with. And the people who was born and raised in both cities, they not bitch ass niggas. See, I don't fool with a lot of old folks. I can't stand old folks. You know why? Because they keep junk going. Okay, now before I go there, let me give you this. See, I done had a lot of dreams. I had a lot of spiritual dreams. In 1995, that was my year of dreams. That was the year that the Most High God said, okay, it's time for you to go out there. I was in the River City then. I wasn't in Black Mecca yet. But I was heading back home. But I'm going to tell you how I finally came back home to Black Mecca. So I had this dream that I was in this school, right? And when I was in the school, I was observing all these little black girls, little girls with baby strollers, pushing the babies, right? And I remember when I was watching them, I was saying in my thinking to myself, I was dreaming that, this in the dream. I remember thinking to myself, saying, babies having babies. And just as I said that, a young black dude dressed just like my nephew was dressed today, he hit me. And I hit him back. Then he hit me again. I hit him back again. Now, this happened in 1995. Now, let me tell you something. Back then, see, the trappers they got today, they're a whole lot mature than the trappers they had back then. They was vicious. Mamas was getting, anyway. So, he said, I'm going to tell my daddy. So I said, let me go and get out. Because all these young niggas want to do is shoot everybody in the head 19 times. And see, that's how they was doing that. Man, they found people shot in the head 19 times. How you shoot somebody in the head 19 times? They was really, really killing one another back then. So when he hit me, I said, let me go and get out here for one of them guys be trying to shoot me in my head 19 times. So when I went through this door as an exit, I went through this door. And when I went through it, it was like I was in this gigantic library that was reaching all the way up to the sky. They had all these books all around, and had this pretty music playing. So I looked over at the right, I see some black boys and black girls. The girls were dressed real pretty, had their hair made up. Then the guys, they had their little suits on, and they was at the table reading books. And I remember walking by and saying, now, I like that. So as I was going out that door, and I was walking down the sidewalk, They had this big dog. Had this dog with a real big head. He looked like a chow chow, but he had hair around his neck like a lion. Reddish dog. And he jumped out the car, coming at me. So I turned around and started running. I kept running. And while I was running, I looked back to see how far he was on me. And when I looked back and saw how far he was on me, it dawned on me that I wasn't going to make it. And I woke up. I said, oh, man. I woke up. And what else happened after that? Okay, yeah. So like I said, I was still in the River City then. In my home church, the Richmond Christian Center, under the pastoral leadership of Dr. Stephen A. Parsons. So we used to have prayer, to give testimony before the service started, have prayer and give testimony. So I gave that same testimony I just gave to you all. She said, Brother Bullock, come here, minister. I said, what wrong? I forgot her name. I forgot her name. Her and her husband was there. He said, I'm coming to tell you about that dream. I said, what about the dream? She said, that dream, God gave you that dream for you to minister to this young generation. He said, the reason being, you can relate to them. You know what I mean? So I got home, I got to think about what she said. I said, wonder what she mean when she said I can relate to them. And it came in my spirit how I was born. All the crap I went through. When I was younger, I hung out with the big guy. That's how I wound up shooting dope. Sticking up. They showed me the game. Sure, I was 7 years old, standing in this project called Whigham Court. I was 7 years old. The big boys have stole a car. The police chasing, and they jumped out of the car and run. And when the police got to the car, guess who was sitting up in the car looking stupid? Me. I didn't know what was going on. So I had my first brush at the law at 7 years old. Now my mom was Gigi. She was hood legend, so she came out and saved me, got me away from the police. Yeah, he was just, they ain't had been to put him in the car. Okay. So, why I tell you that? Because I be talking too fast. What did I tell you? Oh yeah, so, I don't know why I told you that. Why did I tell you that? Well, let's get back to my mom. Anyway, I told you that for a reason. It's going to pop back into me. I think what I want to tell you, that I was in that gangster stuff way as a little boy. I played hooker for school, and my hooking partner, I ain't going to call his name, because I don't know if he's still alive. I would love to see him. Him and I used to play hooky. And his brothers, he had big brothers. And they used to have the weed. We used to go in the woods and play hooker from school. And back then, we used to get the big boy to get us some Marlboro cigarette. We smoked Marlboro cigarette, smoked weed, and drunk Coca-Cola. Because back in them days, Coca-Cola, they made you high. You understand what I'm saying? So I've been in this all my life. Then I grew up, I learned to stick up. That was my MO, sticking up. You understand what I'm saying? And I made money. Okay. Then I got into the nursing. My grandmother, I got put out of school because I got to fight him with the security guard. His name was Shad. So I got put out of school. I believe I was 17 then. So I got my first job at the Medical College of Virginia in the River City. They called it VCU Medical, so please. Just like, I ain't going to tell you what Black Mecca always said. See, if somebody tell me, said, if I tell somebody, I tell them, they say, oh, yeah. I said, yeah, man, where you live? I said, I was born and raised in the River City, Richmond, Virginia, raised in Black Mecca, Atlanta, Georgia. Oh, yeah, man, I live there. Yeah, I'm from Atlanta, Georgia. What hospital was you born in? See that? Because they proud of that. They are proud of that. Well, they'll tell you in a minute, I'm a so-and-so, baby. Now, I ain't going to tell you what they said. Yeah, so that's what I trick people. You can't tell me what hospital you was born in, then you're not Black Mecca. You're not ATL. You're not. But anyway, moving right along. So my mom was like 14 years old when she got pregnant with me. April 1955. My dad was 21. His name was John Clyde Bullock. So anyway, during the whole time she was carrying me, she was sick. You know, she was sick. She got real sick. So they told her, said, the baby that you got inside of you, let's start over, at my grandma. So, like I said, my grandma was in church, and they were religious, so she felt shame that her 14-year-old daughter was having a baby. So she tried to kill the baby, and fix some kind of solution all up, made her drink it. Drink it, I said, drink it. I ain't drank it. So she made her drink it. She kept spitting it out. So finally, when she drank, I think one summer, she ran and spit it out in the sink. But she told me she thinks some of it got inside of her. Okay, so that's how she became sick, carrying that baby. So she had to always go to the hospital, All right, to make a long story short, on Thursday, November 9th, 1955, she had to go to the hospital. They told her, said, the baby's not going to live. If you have the baby, one of you all going to have to, pass away. So they gave her a C-section. I'm going to show you how God works, man. They gave her a C-section to take the dead baby out of her, or the damn near dead baby out of her. And when they took that baby out of her, and the doctor spanked the baby, I wound up punching the doctor in the face. Nigga. No, I ain't do all that. But when he spanked my butt, the baby lived. I'm telling you, family, the baby lived. And guess what she said? This is my boo. She said she could hold me in her hand with one hand. She said, this my boo. That's how I got my nickname, Boo. Now, okay, so I stayed my first home on earth was in the incubator for 3 months. So in February of 1956, she got a phone call. This day had a little roller phone call, and told her she can come and get her baby. Mama said, Boo, when I brought you home, it was like I brought Jesus home. She didn't have no hard time finding no babysitter. So she had to drop out of school. She was 15. She started working at Millen Road, which she did eventually go back and get a GED. She worked at Millen Road at 15. Okay, so then she graduated from working in the cafeteria. She became a secretary. She graduated from that and became an executive secretary, having her own staff of secretaries. I used to go and visit her and watch her get in white folks' face. But this is what she told me. She said, Boo, everybody with white skin is not your enemy, and everybody with black skin is not your friend. You ain't got but one true friend, and his name is Jesus. And all my life, I've been living that life. I've always been attractive to this young generation. Now, I'm definitely way more attracted to this young generation, because this young generation, they ain't going to have no social security. They trying to take the insurance. They already doing the go-to-me fund. You know what I mean? We ain't going to have anything. My mom said, Boo, it's a sad thing that the innocent got to suffer with the guilty. I'm innocent, and I'm going to suffer with this young generation. I am. Now, let's start with the women, these young black women. Hey man, I do not like the way we black men, I hate to say we because I ain't like that. And I'm sorry that the innocent got to suffer together. I know there's a lot of other black men feel the same way. Why every time we look at our black woman, we think we looking at a hoe, a skeezer, a skank? Why? Why we can't look at our black women as queens? Do you know the black woman is the most hated woman on earth among women? Why? She's the most beautiful woman on earth, the black woman. And guess what? Back in the slavery days, when that white woman had that baby, who titty you think that white baby sucked? She sucked that black woman titty. Because the white woman is something about that white people don't have what black folks have. What's his name? Robert Kennedy Jr.? He said it himself. Black folks have an immune system that's way more stronger than white people. A white man said that. That's why they're in them laboratories, making up all these different medicines, like the COVID-19. It's 2026. So I guess COVID 26 years old now, huh? They still talking about COVID-19. I got the first shot, the second shot, then I got the booster. That's it. I still got my car. I ain't taking no more shots. I don't even like taking over-the-counter medicine because I don't trust y'all. Then you start messing with the food. They're recalling this. They're recalling that. You can't do this. You can't do that. Black people, we got to come together. They're after us. And the main thing they're after is our women. Let's stop looking at our black women as whores, man. Stop that. Let's stop doing it. I mean, for every woman that's listening to this, take heed. If it don't apply, let it fly. You ain't no whore. You ain't no skeezer. You are a queen. Every woman in other races walking the face of the earth envy you. They envy you. Now, since the white man got a relationship with that black woman, they came from slavery. So now the white woman want to do it. And yes, you got a lot of, but guess what? It's different nowadays. Any black person that married to a white family, I'm not against it. If that's what God called you to do it. But what I see, when a black person married into a white family, they doing it for the benefits. They doing it for the benefit. I got a family member, he a millionaire. I'm proud of him. I'm proud of him. That was God ordained. That woman came and picked that man up when he was at his lowest, took him home, brushed the dirt off him, took the dirt off his boots, and right today, this man is a millionaire. Yeah, he's a millionaire, my baby brother, and I'm proud of him, and I'm glad to say that. I just want to tell you that, to tell you this. God is real. He's real. He's very, very, very real. Man, listen. My mom, her and I was tight. You know, the family took her around because they felt like she loved me more than she loved them. My mom loved all her kids. You know, she loved all the kids. So, and her and I just went through something together. Okay, I'm going to fast forward it. November and June 1988, she had to go to the doctor because she was sick. She used to smoke, don't pale male with no filter on, smoking them for years. I just steal her, smoking with her. She ain't know I was smoking. Then my grandmama, she was smoking Salem's. I just steal her cigarettes, run up there smoking, dizzy, I don't know what. And then my stepdaddy smoked Benson the Head, and my real daddy smoked Winston. Man, I tell you the truth. So by the time I was already smoking by the time I was 10 years old. All right, then I ran into the big boy around about, let me see, 55, 65 was 10, I turned 10, 66, I turned 11, 67, I turned 8, 68, I turned 9, 69, I turned 10, 11, 12. Somewhere in the late 60s, early 9, I think about 14. That's when I started shooting that dope. You think I'm playing? I'm going to show you something. See, I ain't scared to give my testimony. Because when I talk to them, I said, Father, when I give, I want to be real. Because you said the worship you in spirit and truth. Hold on. Let me show it to you. See, when I show it to you, if I can do it. See that? Hold up. See that? See all the marks on my arm? That's from shooting that dope for 20 plus years. That heroin, that smack, that brand doozy, Mexican mud, that crystal. I shot coke, that crystal. It looked like glass. I shot it for 20 plus years. Now let me tell you what happened. I remember, man, like I said, I was still in nursery. I was still married then. Anyway, she's a good mom, sister, aunt, blah, blah, this. We just didn't work out well as husband and wife. So I ain't gonna put it down. So, what I get ready to say again, man. I keep forgetting what I get ready to say. What I get ready to say, man. I forgot. Let's go back to my mom. I think that's what I was talking about, my mom. So she got diagnosed with cancer in June 1988. They gave her 6 months to live. June, July, August, September, October, November. She lived exactly what they told her. The night she passed away, I was working then, and I hadn't, something wrong with my car. I always messing up my car. But anyway, I had to catch that. I had to go see her, because that's right, she was in the Richmond Moore Hospital, and I was working in Sheltered Arms then. Understand? I was a treatment nurse, and I used to do treatments, wound care and all that crazy, man. So I went to see her before I left. If I knew that she was going to pass away, I would have stayed there, because I could have stayed. I could have got a cot put in the room and stayed that way. But I wasn't thinking. So this is what she said to me. She said, I want you to move away and start your own family. She was talking about Black Mecca, ATL. I knew what she was talking about. She said, I want you to go back home. Go back home and start over again and find you a nice wife. She said, I don't want you to stay here. She was talking about the River City. She said, I just wish they love you like you love them. She knew I love my brothers and sisters. I'd kill a rock and send a snowball to hell behind my family, man. So they were back during the day. I used to tote that tote. I used to tote that pistol, the 357. Had to show the host. But anyway, them gay guys out there fussing. I told you got a lot of gay guys in here. Probably fussing over that D. But anyway, go ahead on, don't mind me. So what I ready to say? So, yeah, Mama said when she brought me home, it was like bringing baby Jesus home. So now I'm going to fast forward this thing, and she told me to, when she's passed away, and she actually passed away, I got home, my stepdad come knocking at the door. I hate to tell you, I come to tell you that your mom passed away. I looked at him and shut the door. Man, I cried so bad, man. I still think about her today. I used to have dreams about her, real dreams. So, like she was still alive, man. So, I came back home here. So what happened? I had to go work, this and that. So I finally came out. Like I said, I got locked up 2000. Came home 2008. So and it came on 2008. So then what happened? Came on 2008. I got a job. Blah this and blah that. 88 came. She passed away. So I continued to work, and I was working, doing working for the temp service, doing nursing stuff. So I found to say, out there, bought some clothes and this and that, and smoking weed, mad as I don't know what, high. I mean, just mad, man, just upset. So I found a Court of Greyhound on Thursday. Now, Court of Greyhound on Wednesday, March 11th. Got to Atlanta at 4:50 something in the morning. March 7th. And of course I had it. So before I came though, I had to, because I didn't know where I was going to stay at. Now, I thought I was going to go find my cousin down at Techwood, because that's where my aunt and them stayed. I didn't know they tore the doggone thing down. So I remember when I came back, I was staying at the Salvation Army. The first night I stayed at the Salvation Army. I ain't like that. I felt like I was in the penitentiary, in the dormitory somewhere. Stanky, funky, I don't know what. So I stayed there one night. Now, while I'm staying, it was 14 days. So, but during that time, I was going, getting my ID straight and blah, 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 asking people about the Jefferson place. Oh, you don't want to go to no Jefferson place. You'll get killed over there. What the hell is he talking about? But before I could let that thought set in, the first thing the Holy Spirit said, you was born and raised in the hood. I know you ain't scared. I said, yeah, I am. So I went on about my business. So I finally found a way to get to the Jefferson, right? So, which was a 2 years course. Yeah, you go to vacation and blah, blah, this and blah, blah, that, help you get your license straight, to go down to the church, the Presbyterian Church on Capitol Street, across the street from the state capitol. They helped me get my birth certificate, my ID, all the whole 9 yards. Okay, so, but in the meantime, while I was at the Jefferson Street, we had to come up to Harder Street to these meetings. You know, again, make a long story short, it's time for a lot of us to graduate. And those that graduated from the Jefferson came to Harder Street. So my first apartment was C9. That was my first apartment. And the young lady, I ain't gonna call her name, the head lady in charge, she's a sweet lady, man. Sweet lady. For real, everybody, only property, love this lady. Okay, so what happened was we had a friend named, I don't want to call his name either. He had a friend, and he was in a car accident, and he got his first lump sum was $60,000. Okay, during that time, my brother passed away, and he helped me, because I went to my uncle's funeral, I went to my brother's funeral. Who else funeral I went to? I didn't go to my cousin's funeral. My daddy's, yeah, my uncle, my brother, and my daddy. I went to their funeral, I guess. But anyway, so, I was like ready to say again, I'm always doing that. You know, so now they moved me. She wanted to move me from upstairs. It was upstairs. She said, Clyde, I'm going to move you downstairs. I don't ask the dogs. No, baby girl, I'm all right. Ain't no much to reconcile. But make a long story, I wound up moving down here in this apartment here. Now, before we move in this apartment, getting back to my friend that had that money. First he had his brother staying with him. Now, make a long story short, you know how you be asleep, and I'm asleep, but you can hear things in the background. So I was asleep, and I heard the fire engines while I was asleep. The same thing when I heard that lady knock at the door. See, I got that spiritual intuition inside of me. I be hearing things, seeing things that can't nobody hear and see. So I was still asleep. And as I was asleep, it was getting loud. Woo, woo, woo. It got loud. Then next thing I heard the young lady screaming, help, it's fire. Everybody know her voice. I jumped out of bed, put my clothes, that's the fast I put my clothes on. The police could have came and tried to get me out there and did to court me, because I'm slow. But I ain't want slow that time. Rain out. This same apartment I'm living in, apartment B, was on fire. Was on fire, man. Somebody went in that apartment and it said they found him, and the autopsy said he was stabbed in his chest twice. And whoever did the pole, kerosene, and someone set the house on fire. And they found his car up on Bankhead. Yeah. So they had to remodel these apartments. Man, these apartments ain't shit. Excuse my friend. They ain't regular apartments. And why? They moved 3 of us in this apartment. Me, my neighbor next door to me, And another one of my neighbors who just passed away a little while ago. You know, he passed away. He was diagnosed with cancer, you know, and he the one influenced me that I got to do this, which I am going to do because it does run in my family along with diabetes. But he passed away, man. You understand? And that thing really, really bothered me. So, here we go again. Well, I'm telling you that. I think I'm trying to get back to my mom. Okay, to make a long story short, so I've been on this property really since 14. I've been back in Black Mecca since 12. C. Joseph Boone, from Holly Street to Westlake, I watch every last one of them children grow up to grown men and women now. I watch the Green Stove. Now that Green Stove, I got memories. Because that Green Stove caught on fire, a person that real dear to me, he had to leave the stove, and he wound up being homeless, and I feel bad because I'm asking myself, why you didn't let him come stay with you? Why? I don't give a damn if he do smoke this shit. Who gives a fuck? He still cousin came here, and I feel bad about that. They found him at the Exxon, froze, and the young man that worked in the Green Stove, Roger, was going to take him to Graders, and he seen the ambulance. He stopped the ambulance and told him what was going on. So the ambulance took Robert, I'm going to call his name Robert, took Robert and put him in the ambulance and took him down to Graders. And then I heard sometime later that he had passed away. That bothers me. Then another incident happened in that Green Stove. You know, a young man lost his life. And he was the son of one of my family members. I told you, I watched this place grow up on both sides of the street. I don't like that Green Stove. So I'm praying on that. I want that Green Stove. I ain't trying to be funny. I'm tired of them Arabs, whatever you call them, want to come here and own everything in our neighborhood. In the back there, we had the Mama's Kitchen. You do have a Mama's Kitchen up above. You got Quarries. Another one of my original nephews. I didn't even know he was back in town. Somebody told me. I said, I see the convenience store. They said, yeah, Quarry over there. I said, yes. I went on there, he go. Yeah, man. So, again, on both sides of the street, a Boone, including Lanier, Westlake, at the church in the park, they family. You fuck with them, you fuck with me. And if you fuck with them, hey, I'm going to make a phone call. That's all I got to do, make a phone call. The point I'm trying to make, I'm not no bitch-ass nigga, man. I turned 70 years old this past November 10th. And the Lord showed me 30 years. 30 years ago, I was 40 years old. On my way back to penitentiary. Yeah. Messing with this girl. When I went back to penitentiary. Okay. Now, 30 years later, which is now, I'm 70. You know how I'll be 30 years from now? I'll be 100 years old. I ain't got no time to be wasting. That young lady, I'm going to look out for her. I told people, I used to tell people I have a son. I don't have no son. I got a stepson. Biologically, I don't have no kids. So I really don't have nobody leading until my family's straight. Matter of fact, my family don't even want to have nothing to do with the kids. So I don't. I'm a loner. I'm going to leave it to her. I'm going to leave it to her so she can have something. So 30 years from now, when she's what? I don't know that. I don't even know how that said when she's around 40. She going to have something to hold on to. But her people that she grew up with, they ain't going to have no Social Security. They ain't going to have no insurance because white America is looking out for itself. We are living in the last day before Jesus come back. And guess what? Every seed will take care of its kind. Every seed gonna take care of every race of people on this earth will take care of their kind. Black people, what we gonna do? Are we gonna keep fighting each other? Keep backbiting, gossiping about one another? Treating our women like whores? Treating each other like bitches and shit? Fuck you, this and that, going back and forth? I don't want to do that. I don't want to spend the next 30 years when I'm 100 fussing and fighting with no black people. I'm planning to do some videos. I'm planning to do some movies. And I'm planning to do some movies on Boone, on Hollis Street, downtown, Centennial Park, wherever I can go. And I'm going to go back to River City and I'm going to do something. I want to do this movie, From Gangster to Christ. That's what I want to do. And the theme song that I'm going to use is Lord, Can You Hear Me? Look it up on YouTube by Tupac and DMS. Please look it up. Again, this is what, I guess, part 1 or 2, I guess I did. We got another video coming. Stay blessed, family. Black man, don't put our ladies down. Let's love our black women. And stop trying to take the clothes off for everything. A lot of you already running down from your baby mama. Come on now. And I probably don't even blame half of y'all because the way I see these young ladies be cussing them out and talking. Ain't no way no woman gonna walk up here. You saw about the fuck in front of a whole lot of people. I got to fight with this girl when I was in junior high school, right? She wanted a more bad girl. And she had brothers. They probably been mean too. So we got to fighting. And she acted like she was trying, we was on a merry-go-round. And she acted like she was trying to win. So what I did, I backed up and kicked her between her legs. Boom! Like you would kick a man between the legs. I kicked that sunshine. She went down. Dudes got mad. Clyde, those some dirty mess you did to that girl. You kicked that girl in the pussy. I said, yeah. And if she would have beat me, y'all been teaching her you let a girl beat you. I wouldn't have let her beat me. That's why I kicked her. But I ain't feel like doing all that running around with that girl. So the point I'm trying to make, I don't put my hands on women. I don't. And I despise that. Stop treating our black women, treat them like queens. Please. If they present themselves as a queen, then treat them like that. Now, if they come at you like they call it, I don't know. If they come at you like a skank skis, then you got the right to treat them as that. Just like if I come to you as a bitch-ass nigga, then you treat me like a bitch-ass nigga. But I'm coming to you as a gentleman. I'm coming to you as your brother. I'm coming to you as your prayer warrior. I pray for Boone. I pray about everything on Boone. That's why I don't nothing happen. Nothing. Again, bless you, family. I love each and every one of you. We'll talk again. Love you.